Well, it's been more than a year since Governor Gavin Newsom signed legislation making ethnic studies a high school graduation requirement.
While the mandate doesn't go into effect until 2030, schools in our area have already rolled it out, including Luther Burbank High in Sacramento.
Rock music is considered a white genre, even though it came from black people.
15-year-old Anaya Williams is learning about the history and contributions of black Americans and other marginalized groups. She's part of the freshman class at Luther Burbank High School, taking ethnic studies as a required course.
I think it's important for people in public school, especially because there's a lot of racism still, even after all these years.
That was super poetic.
Her teacher, Erin Leone, says the course focuses on more than just the suffering of ethnic groups.
For a lot of them, this is their first time ever seeing themselves in an academic space. It's their first time where they ever get to sit in a classroom and learn about who they are.
Leone's class is a diverse group, and she's been given the opportunity to come up with her own lessons while still following the state module curriculum and Common Core standards. Leone tells CBS 13 when it comes to teaching ethnic studies, she takes a thematic approach while allowing lessons and topics to interchange depending on the makeup of the classroom. And in the 2 years she's been teaching the course, she says she's noticed real change.
I do think that students are having a better appreciation and understanding, not just of themselves, but of the people that are around them.
And it's not just a change in attitudes. A 2021 Stanford study found students who took ethnic studies showed significant improvements in attendance and GPAs.
We've seen young people be more successful, more engaged, graduate at higher levels.
LaShawn Rute Chapman is the founding executive director of the National Equity Group, a Bay Area nonprofit pushing for racial equality in public schools.
The inclusion of ethnic studies curriculum and its pedagogy is not about actually deepening a divide between racial groups, right? It actually is about increasing and expanding each other's humanity.
But in some communities, learning about race issues in America has angered parents. In the fall of 2021, a Nevada County School Board meeting in Grass Valley erupted in anger. Parents in this mostly white community took issue with the district's efforts on equity and inclusion, associating those words to critical race theory, which district officials confirm is not being taught. And while the battle lines have been clearly drawn over any classroom discussion about race, Anaya just hopes it'll help boost her confidence.
I hope I can learn more about how to be comfortable in my own skin, be able to speak up when I have something to say.
So who can teach ethnic studies in high school? Well, right now, teachers with a social science credential can teach the course.
But that could change. State legislation was introduced in February that would require an ethnic studies teaching credential by the year 2025.